Jenny and I first met each other. We were both working for the La Mesa Spring Valley School District for the Extended School Services Program.
He, at the time, was a lead at Lemon Avenue, and I worked at a different school site at Northmont.
And it was an early morning, and one of our attendants called out, and so I needed to call from another school site and ask for a sub, and they sent Jenny over in the morning. We were having fun. We were playing around, messing with the kids that came in, and my first thought was, this girl's gorgeous. I want to find out more about her.
I remember my coworker saying, like, oh, you're so lucky you get to go over to sub there because the lead there's so hot. And mind you, I work at 6 a.m. in the morning, so I had hair in a messy bun, yoga pants. So I walked through the door, and of course he's beautiful. So I was just like, eyes wide open, I'm meeting the cutest guy in the world right now.
So then, every time I needed a sub, I would call over their school site and be like, oh, Jenny's really good, sub, we'd love to have her back over here. And so I was able to get her to come back over and sub for us.
And I didn't take the hint. I thought it was just because I was a good staff member, but apparently it was because he was interested.
It was that last week of school, all the attendants and all the staff went out to we went bowling.
And after we went bowling, we went to a park to play basically hide and seek. One of our other coworkers had said something like, oh, I'm so sad summer is ending. I'm really gonna miss all of you guys. And I was like, well, I'm gonna really miss Jake Whitmire, like working with him or something. And he was like, wait, what'd you just say? And I was like, I'm just kidding, like nothing. And he was like, well, no, actually we could hit it off from here, because on the way here, he was actually just telling me about how he thought you were so cute.
So from there, sparks kind of started flying. We started talking to each other, and then 3 years later, here we are.
For our first date, he took me to Sea Level. It's right down there by the water. It was so much fun. We walked around, and then he took me over to Coronado. We walked the beach and went into the Hotel Del. It was nice. It was fun.
It didn't take long for me to realize that there was something special about Jenny. We both started talking. We had a lot of similar interests, and it kind of, off the bat, we both kind of realized, like, there was certain sparks, something different with each other. She is one of the most giving, loving people, least judgmental person that I've ever met.
He's just so charismatic about not only me, but everyone, especially his family. He's a very hard worker. I admire that. I feel safe with him. He's determined. He's awesome. He's always up for an adventure.
Warmth in her, just compassion or just true caring spirit that she has makes me feel more special than I've ever felt before.
Jake said he loved me first. It was New Year's Eve, actually. He had just gotten back from his Tahoe trip with his guys, and we went over to a friend's house, and that night he was just holding me and said that he loved me, and it was like a crazy feeling.
I was ready to pull the trigger on it. I talked to both my brothers. I was in a group text with both my brothers, and I was just like, you know what? This day I'm going to propose. And I picked my birthday on December 12th because it was a Friday night. Jenny's really good at figuring things out, and I figured maybe I'd throw her for a loop. So I used that day.
There was little things here and there that were happening throughout the day where I was like, things are kind of weird, but I was so convinced. He put so much thought and so many people into it that they had all convinced me that, like, so surely that it wasn't going to happen then.
Jenny loves Christmas time. It's her favorite time of the year, so I wanted to make it a special time, and I wanted to have, not just be special to her, but I want it to be want to be able to express how much I love this girl just by how grand I made it and just how epic the proposal actually came.
Anyone who knows me, I'm a big Christmas freak. I love Christmas, like everything about it. So it was perfect. The whole plan was to walk around Starlight Circle and go back to my house for a dessert for his birthday. Well, we got to the very last cul-de-sac, and he started pulling me away from his brother and sister-in-law, and I was kind of like, what are you doing? And the garage just started opening up.
And inside the garage was the big sign that I made her, had a Christmas lights that said, "Marry me, Jenny." Our parents, our grandparents were behind the sign, and then as the sign was rising up, about 40 of our family and friends all came from around the corner, and so everyone was there. She was completely shocked. I was able to pull it off without her noticing about it, and that's probably one of the best nights of my life.
It's kind of hard to explain the feeling when that actually happens. You grow up always imagining that moment, and it was so crazy. I just remember him getting down on one knee and me just completely covering my face to the point where I didn't take my hands off my face the entire time. He had to get up off of his knee and grab me. And then all of a sudden I just hear cheering and clapping, and I turned around and all of our friends and family there, and that's when I just started getting emotional and lost it, because it was just so planned out and so thoughtful and perfect, more than I could have ever imagined. And I tell him all the time I wish I could relive that night over and over and over again.
Ever since I knew that Jenny was the one for me, this is the day I've been looking towards, to be able to really just take this first step in a new chapter of our lives together, not separate, but side by side as one.
I'm just so excited to spend my life with him and grow with each other and learn from each other.
Jenny, I love you more than I could ever imagine loving someone. I am so excited to spend the rest of my life with you, growing with you, spending each day adoring you, and working through all the highs and lows that this great adventure is going to bring us. I love you, babe.
I love you so much. You're a huge blessing in my life, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. You mean the world to me.